Another session, and today also now we will work on another problem from LeetCode. Today the problem is about the longest palindromic substring. So the question says, given a string S, return the longest palindromic substring in S. Okay, first of all, you should know that what is a palindrome. A palindrome is any word or phrase that reads the same backward and forward. For example, let me give you an example here. When you say madam, for example, see M, if you read forward, M-A-D-A-M, and if you read backward, M-A-D-A-M, the same. Or for example, nurses run. See, if you read this from forward, for example, N-U-R-S-E-S or U-N. And if you read it backward also, N-U-R, like here, N-U-R, N-U-R, S-E-S, you see, S-E-S. So now you should know that palindrome means any word or phrase or number that reads the same backward and forward. Okay, and substring is a contiguous non-empty sequence of characters within a string. For example, in this example, any sub-part of any part of this string is called a substring. For example, this one, or let me write them here. For example, B is it's substring, or BAB, for example, like this. All the substrings. So now it says that find the longest palindromic substring. So we are not looking for only substring. We are looking for a specific substring, which that substring should be palindromic, like this BAB. It is a palindromic substring. If you read this forward, BAB. If you read this backward, BAB. Same. So it is a palindrome. But we are not looking for only a palindromic also. We are looking for the longest palindromic. So first of all, we should find all the palindromes, and then from all the palindromes we should get the longest palindromes. So first let me write all the substrings here so that we should get a clear picture of this question that it is asking us. So B is A, no, not A actually, why did I write A? That is B, and then BAB, another substring is BABA, another substring is BABAD, and then another substring is A, another substring is AB, another substring is ABA, and ABAD, and then another substring is B, and then BA, and then BAD, and then A, and AD, and finally the D. So see, these are all 8 substrings. So now within all these substrings we need the substrings which are palindromic substrings. That means they are read the same forward and backward. For example, this one is a substring ABA, and it's a palindromic because it reads the same forward and backward. ABA, ABA. Or for example here BAB, BAB. These are palindromic substrings. So now we need to find the longest palindromic. So now what does this mean? This means we have to go through each character in these strings, and then check the rest of substrings. For example, in this picture visualization we showed all of them. For against each character we printed all the substring that we have. So if I write a code for this, I need to have a for loop for let I equals 0, I is less than the length of this, which is given as s dot length, length, and I plus plus. So you saw that against each character we consider all the characters in front of this character. So that means we need another for loop also. For let j equals I plus 1, because for example when I is here, so j should consider this one and then continue until the last character, j until it is less than s dot length and j plus plus. So now we need to get each substring like this. For example, first we should get a let substring equals. So if you need to get only, for example, b, you should use there is a built-in function in JavaScript, substring s dot substring from I until j. For example, I is 0 at first, j is 1. So, and that means this character. So as soon as we get a character, a substring, so we should reverse this to find out if it is a palindrome or not. So let's get its reverse form also. Let reverse substring equals, so there is some built-in functions on array that works on array of characters. So first we can change this string into arrays of characters, and then we can use those built-in functions for example just to reverse this string. So I'm saying that substr dot split into characters. First we need to split this into characters. Now we can use the reverse method, and when we reverse this, now we need to join these characters as strings. Okay, so we are getting each substring here, and then we reverse this, and then we have to check if these two are the same or not. If these two are the same, that means that is a palindrome. If substr equals reversed substr, so that means that is a palindrome. So let's have here a variable just to track the palindromes. Even let's name it longest substring, longest palindrome, longest palindromic substrings, something like that. So at first it is an empty string. So here when we find the palindromes, also we need to check their length. If their length is longer than the current one, we need to replace them. Otherwise we don't need to replace them at all. So we don't need to do some extra operations. For that reason we check that as well. We say that if substr dot length length is greater than longest palindromic substring dot length, if it is longer than that, so we replace that longest palindromic substring equals to substr. Otherwise we don't need to replace them at all. And finally we return this the longest palindromic substring. Return longest Okay, now let's run this and see what happens. Okay, see, both test cases successfully passed. So it was a brute force approach. Definitely there can be more optimized approach and you can use them. But here I try to use this just to give you a clear picture of what the question is asking. So this way now you can come up with your own solutions. If you have any questions, you can add them in the comment and I will reply to your questions. Until the next session, have a nice time.